Chicka-choom. What's good? What's good with it? Instagram family. I'm about to, I got a special little guest on today. I ain't gonna lie, I do. We look alike. Some would call his ass my motherfucking twin. Fly boy. Let's see if it's gonna let me. Let's see if it's gonna let me get him on. I can't do this on Facebook. Chicka-choom. What's good?
What's up?
Oh, let me turn this camera around. Get right.
Mm-hmm.
You already know what time it is. The Murphy Show.
Yes, sir. We here.
Oh, go ahead and introduce yourself for the people. Tell them who you is.
I am Marvin Tyler Murphy
Marvin. They call him Junior. That's
Jr.
That's the big Murphy.
Yeah, I'm the big bro.
The
That's
worst Murphy, they say.
Yeah, trouble man Todd, man.
Trouble man.
Always in trouble, man.
All right, so check it. Those questions, it's not even put up correctly. Fuck, where's my book here? We gonna go at the Murphy Show book. Fuck it. First thing first.
Like a spiral, nigga.
First thing first. He said he got a spot, man. For real. First thing first.
Bro, you got a Murphy spiral?
A Murphy Show spiral, most definitely.
Right,
honestly, I ain't even finished putting the damn questions in there, so I'm gonna have to read out the last. Where's my other phone? Oh, right here. I'm watching this. Let me see questions. Okay.
You watching?
I'm gonna start personal. We gonna start personal with it. What's some of the strengths that you would say you have in a sense on a personal, like on a day-to-day? What are your personal strengths?
Staying positive. You know, live life day by day, trying to focused on what I need to be doing, but you know, it gets hard sometimes. So,
but you would say that most definitely your strength is basically trying to see a good situation. Even when the odds is against you, type shit.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. I fuck with it. What would you say his strength is?
I don't know. I can't.
I mean, not a strength, a weakness. What's a weakness? Where do you fuck up on? Where do you fault at?
Anytime like a bad situation occurs, I tend to fall off. So it's like, I don't know. It's like I just fall into the old me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. So maybe consistency. So maybe in a sense, even when something bad happens, you're in a bad position type shit, you can see the good out of the situation, but basically in a sense, shit, once they start piling on type shit, it's over with. He like,
I give up. It's like I give up.
Nah, I feel it. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like low key I kind of do the same. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know about that. I feel like I usually have a bad attitude even when I'm up type shit. And when shit starts piling on, I feel like I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And therefore, shit, being in that uncomfortable position, it makes me fuck around and turn into the person that you really want to see type shit, or the person that other people was expecting type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a sense, like where the pressure might to you gonna be like, fuck it type shit. I ain't doing it no more. The pressure with me is more, I don't even care if it ain't no pressure type shit. Like, I'm not about to take this serious. I'm not about to play the whole motherfucking basketball game with the same intensity I'm gonna play that fourth quarter with type shit. You gonna give it your all for basically 3/4, and if y'all ain't up at the 3/4, you like, fuck it, I
Give
can't
up.
do it.
Yeah, hands up, man. White towel, man. Throw it in.
He said, y'all take this shit. I've been doing my job. So. I fuck with it. Next question. Let me see. Where do you see yourself, man, in the next year? And I ask this question, man, only because I feel like, man, we're creatures of manifestation, man. We create our motherfucking our lives, and I mean, shit. We're basically where you are in life. It took you a decision, of choices, and shit like that, basically to get there, type shit. Where do you want to be next year? We ain't even got to talk about the plan type shit, but dream for the future. Where do you want to be a year from now?
Nigga, we gonna be up.
What's up to you? Because in the sense, man, I know niggas with
Successful,
$100,000 that ain't
man.
happy right now.
Successful, man. Successful, happy, and just living life like on an everyday basis. Like I'm working towards my family and stuff right now, trying to get that back in order because I was going through a lot of negativity going on around here. So I'm just trying to better the people around me, just like how you the same way you is.
Yeah. Basically, shit, man, you can't shit, focus on yourself. Shit, the niggas is gonna get in my corner and help and push and cheer type shit. You with me? If you ain't with me, I can't do it. Interesting thing, man. You said success. Okay, what's your version of success? Because a lot of people's success in a sense might be different. Like, also, okay, matter of fact, yeah, we gonna start with that. What do you see as success? What's your version of success? What is success to you? What does it look like? What's it taste like? What's the house? What car are you gonna drive?
We gonna be in some foreigns. You know what I'm saying? Living in the hills, like that's like success, like some Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook CEO type
Okay,
dudes, like you know what
okay,
I'm saying.
okay.
But it's gonna be FlyBoy. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I like that. I like that you gave it in a sense. Okay, a name. You said like Mark Zuckerberg type shit. Who else would you say is successful in the sense you would like to follow in their footsteps type shit? Who's another like prominent figure type shit you would be like, man, that's successful and I'm trying to be like him?
Just anybody. I can't put it like a exact person, but just anybody that's been through the same situations as me, been through what I've been through, and that's made something of themselves and became successful. And success is rich, and like I know that happiness doesn't always come with that, but it also helps a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So, just as long as we can get to where we need to be, like, and everybody's happy, that's all that really matters to me. So,
Nah, for real.
I'm gonna start working towards that.
I fuck with it.
Really need to start doing this music, but
Most definitely, man. I'm telling, man. Look, content creation. Shit, I just started getting on TikTok only because, man, my producer is really bullshitting with even dropping my album for me to be dropping another mixtape type shit, or to be dropping a mixtape because I wanted the album to come out first. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm finna get on TikTok and all the little shit that I got recorded as far as mixtape songs, I'm finna just put it on TikTok. I'm finna get the shit out. But man, continue creating the content, man. I feel like anything I wrote yesterday, I can write something again today that's better, if not whatever. I mean, if you feel me, type shit. Like, so, man. First thing first, if I was you, man, I'll tell you, man, focus on getting that shit the fuck out. Like the FlyBoiiCEO shirts, I'm focusing on getting them bitches in as fast as possible, so I can focus on getting them bitches out as fast as possible.
Faster than you got them in. Hey, you
nah, for real, for real. Let me see this. Let me if I got any social questions. Okay, another one. And this is something interesting, man. If they wrote a book about you, and you you just turned 30, right?
I'll be 31 in March.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So if they wrote a book about you, man, your book got 30 chapters. You going on the 31st chapter. What would they say in a sense, like as far as your character, who is your character? I mean, because of course, man, life's still going on type shit. Like your book's still progressing. You ain't at the end yet. Shit, if you in the middle, how would they sum up the first chapter, the first half of this nigga book, the first half of your book?
They would sum it up as trouble man. After our dad passed and stuff, like back in 2002, it's been downhill since then. But like that's really what it would be based off of. And uh, I mean, I know we can't ever use that as a reason or an excuse to be doing what we're doing, but
Not
like
at all.
it like something like that tragic happening for us so young, like it it changed a lot of what we would have been. But even though something like that happened, we still gotta keep moving and stay positive and just keep going, keep moving forward, man. But yeah, that's basically what it'll be summed up off of is Trouble Man.
I got a statement to make, and I got another question. In a sense, kind of like you said, it's no way it's no excuse for it. Only because, man, I know a lot of people in a sense. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that ain't had no father that lost their father to tragic accidents. In a sense, it's like Philando Castile's daughter was sitting in the back seat when the police shot her motherfucking daddy, and the police killed our daddy type shit. And so, in a sense, basically, like you said, there's no excuse. Man, there's a lot of people out here with motherfucking uh, tragic stories and shit like that. Reasons why they could be like, oh, I'm not, man, like basically, fuck this bullshit in a sense. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this, I like the books that even when shit like that happened, man, the motherfuckers that, man, got their whole face burned by acid and girlfriends that boyfriends then tried to kill them and the bitches in the wheelchair for the rest of them. I done ran into too many tragic stories. I like the motherfuckers who go through that shit and they, man, it's like pressure to some coal and you're gonna get a fucking diamond. I like the ones that go through the shit like that and turn into fucking, man, we shine. In a sense, kind of like you said, man, where your vision is a year from, man, a successful type shit. Like, even though you went through all that shit, man, you could still see yourself being successful. Like, man, I still see myself doing something worthwhile, man. Fuck that bullshit, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, you said Trouble Man.
Trouble Man.
Is that in a sense the character that you want to be? Is that the character that you wanted to be growing up? Or is that just the character in a sense that kind of shit it just started falling on you and you was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it and run with it?
Yeah. I mean, ever since all that Trouble Man began, it was like, whenever you're young, you try to impress people, you try to be like alpha male, you try to be in the streets, do gangster shit, all that kind of whatever. So really, like, yeah, I just took it and ran with it like any other nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like every other nigga, you get all these rappers and shit talking about what they do and who they hang around and shit like that, and like that shit sells, you feel what I'm saying? So like people are gonna buy that shit, you feel what I'm saying, especially if they can relate. So but yeah, I took it and ran with it, man, because I thought that was the thing to do at the time.
Nigga learned out shit 30 yeah. years later, and he was like, nah,
yeah, that shit ain't what's up.
I'm gonna tell you this, man, and it's funny because I feel like you said, basically, man, a lot of us fall into that fucking trap of, like, I mean, off top, like, shit, how our dad died young and shit like that, or shit while we were young, and we ain't never really have no guidance as far as basically how to be no fuck. Man, we ain't even had no guidance to the fucking street. In a sense, like, you could say that you got OGs that you fuck with, like as far as the streets going, shit like that. But growing up, you ain't had no OG in the streets. Like in a sense, like how, I mean, honestly, low key, the motherfucking drug problem is what did that to a lot of the black community type shit. But in a sense, like, back in the day, like, shit, when the Crips first started and shit like that, it was OGs in the streets that was giving the game to these little niggas. Like, nigga, this how you're supposed to deal with and protect the woman type shit. This how you're supposed to deal with and protect the children. This how you're supposed to basically handle these affairs. And because we wasn't never given the motherfucking, we ain't had no OGs out there telling us what to do. Basically, we was just young little crash dummies. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man, I was a crash dummy for a long ass time, and I had to.
You too?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, because, man, being a baby type shit, I really just looked up to what everybody else around me was doing. To, like, I mean, in a sense, instead of having an OG or a daddy that was giving me the game, I was basically looking up at shit, my brother and sister type shit, even you in a sense, like, and y'all was lost with no real motherfucking purpose and pay. So I'm looking up to y'all, and y'all a bunch of lost niggas. Shit, I was the worst one. On top of that, I mean, shit, I'm picking out. I mean, any friends that y'all bring around type shit, okay, that's what his friend does type shit. His friend, this type of person, his friend, this shit. I want to be like that friend and shit. Okay, this is what he does, but shit, I was just drawing from whatever motherfucking stream I could until shit I got full. I started overflowing and they know what the fuck to do with myself.
Yeah.
Nigga had to sit back and shit, man, psychoanalyze. I had to understand some of the shit I was thinking about doing and shit like that. But nah, man, I'm for real. I feel like a lot of those problems, in a sense, as far as even the trouble man and shit like that, growing up, I feel like it's the lack of guidance that we didn't have. But so most definitely, man, it's a good thing that you now acknowledge it. I couldn't give you the best motherfucking what's it called and to say in order for you like this how you go forward with it. It's like shit. If man, I got people that lost their whole families overnight. In a sense, like, man, the nigga went, I mean, shit, I mean, like, like, I got homeboys for real that lost their whole family in fires. Nigga went to work and came home, his fucking apartment building was on fire, and this little baby girl and his wife was in there, and like, I couldn't tell the nigga how to continue. I'd blow my motherfucking brain out, and man, I don't know what the fuck I would do type shit. But most definitely, man, it's good that you acknowledge, in a sense, the negative traits and the negative behaviors. Because, I mean, shit, all this shit, I mean, in a sense, first things first, man, they admit you to what's it called? First thing, Alcohol Anonymous or alcohol, whatever, nigga, you gotta, first step, you gotta admit you have a problem to fix the problem type shit. I ain't never been in no drug class. I just remember sitting in motherfucking, in some shit, some alcohol, some nigga had an Alcohol Anonymous book I was reading. Let me see what else. Okay, so you said Trouble Man. The next question, you the hero or the villain. So I say that you're at this point, Trouble Man is the villain. You've been running around as the villain. Do you want to stay the villain? Would you like to be the hero, or is it just like fuck it, I'm the villain, I'm gonna be the villain now?
No, I'm trying to be Superman. That's who I really want to be.
He said I'm trying. Nah, I feel it.
Nah,
I'm
for real.
He said I'm trying to be Superman. Goddamn, nah.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave buildings in a single bound, faster than a fucking speeding train and flying bullets and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already going. I fuck with it though. I like that. In a sense, man, nigga got goals and to be much higher. Okay. This is the next question. What is it? Okay. What is something that you do that you don't want to do that you continue doing? And that's the first part of it. And I want to get this on to you say you want to be Superman. So basically, what is keeping you from being Superman that you continue to do that you don't want to do so that you can be Superman? What is it?
I got a problem. I ain't got no filter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
man, look, speak, man. This is real. This is transparency. We rolling on this bitch.
Hey, look. So like, I have a hard time keeping my motherfucking mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? So like, that has a lot to do with like the situations. I put myself in situations.
That sounds like That sounds like a Murphy problem for sure.
Hey, that's the genes that we have, bro. Like our daddy was the same way. You know what I'm saying? You know, Uncle Rodney's the same way.
Talk his shit.
Talking that shit. So like I you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the main thing keeping me from being Superman is my mouth, cause you know what I'm saying? I can't not say something. I gotta say something.
I'm already hard. I be feeling the same way. I'm gonna tell you this though. I learned off that. I don't speak on shit or the people that basically don't feel me. Like, in a sense, it's kind of like they say, like, ain't no reason to cast pearls to the swine and shit like that. Like, if I know that a nigga is doing some hoe shit, basically, like in a sense, as far as like a friend type shit. Like, if I know that this nigga is a bad friend, and I done seen this nigga basically fuck off the rest of our friends, in a sense, I don't feel the need to speak to that. Like, I don't feel the need to call this nigga out for being a little hoe and doing whatever the fuck he did type shit. Like, I don't know, man. I think about that a lot, about the cats and the pearls, the swan and shit like that. And I'm gonna tell you this, I just lost the energy. I don't even care to speak to a nigga no more. You already know what it is type shit. But nah, I feel that as far as you can't keep your fucking mouth shut, because I can't shut the fuck up here.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Like it's especially like today, prime example. So I'm at Staff Force trying to get a job, right? And I'm filling out the paperwork. Well, the lady doing my paperwork had an attitude. And it was very unprofessional on her part. You know what I'm saying? So I had to say something. And I snapped on the bitch. And I told her, I was like, look, I don't know what the fuck you got going on or what happened, when and where. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if you're on your rag or what. But, bitch, you getting on my motherfucking nerves. And you finna send me back to the penitentiary because I'm finna snap on your dumb ass. And I ripped the papers up and left. But, like, still trying to learn how to keep my motherfucking mouth shut, just go with the flow. Sometimes it's hard to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this. I feel that for that situation, and I can't give you in a sense for every situation. I can't tell you in a sense if you was right or wrong. I'm gonna tell you this. The way I see it, because I've had people in a sense do shit like that. Like this was like most definitely job orientations and shit like that. The fact that a bitch got 60 motherfuckers to try to get in this bitch and do the job orientations and shit like that and they basically in a sense treating you like you ain't shit in a sense. Like, I mean, damn near nigga get shit. Let me get you the fuck out of here. Like I don't give a fuck about you type shit.
Exactly, man.
I can feel that, but I'm gonna tell you this, and the only reason that would really humble me, and the only reason I wish, first things first, because when I worked at jobs and I dealt with customers, I didn't give a fuck about them people neither. And like, no, I mean that's real, but that's first thing first type shit. Like when I was a fucking server, like I'll walk up and hit you with the man, hey, how you guys doing today? Like can I get you something to drink types? I'm not the overly angry. I'm not gonna be smiling and all in your fucking face and like I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna get the job done. But do I want your bitch ass in here? Not really, not at all. And that was even me as like a server type shit. Like, nigga, like you coming in here relies on me type shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't come back to this bitch or not. And that's just first things first type shit. The second part, I'm saying, and that's just the first thing. Like I would have to understand. I would have to understand how she feels because I know I don't give a fuck about what nobody else is talking about when they come in my job either. Like shit, even as a cook. I'd been in a situation as a cook, somebody sitting there getting mad that their fucking burgers undercooked or overcooked or whatever the fuck it is. Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna keep on remaking these goddamn burgers type shit. Like, man, tell them get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't give a fuck about whatever you here for, nigga. You bringing me your money and your time, nigga. I don't give a fuck about it. I can say no. I tell your bitch ass, leave me alone.
No, for real.
And that's just me in a sense feeling her attitude. Like, I mean, how many people does she go through? And I feel what you're saying, that like you're taking the shit personally is the way that I see it. I don't take the shit personally. Like shit, I hope shit when motherfuckers buy weed from me or whatever the fuck it is type shit. Like if I don't have the best customer service and shit, you come in the crib and I tell your mother that I pat you down type shit, people gonna be like, oh, this isn't customer service. I mean, I don't give a fuck about it. None of it don't come back. So in a sense, like, are they gonna take
you don't like it, don't like, come back.
I mean, shit, like, if you come in my house and I pat you down type shit, are you gonna take it personally, or I'll be a nigga, everybody comes in the crib getting pat down. I don't give a fuck type shit. I don't know what you got in here. Like, it just depends. Like, some people might take it personally, be upset, and they ain't gonna bring their ass back. Some people gonna get their shit, put their motherfucking arms up, do the little circle, and come sit their ass down type shit.
I know you better not do no shit like that to me when I come to your house, boy. No,
I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody's getting pat down.
No, sir.
We gonna sit on the front porch. We gonna sit on the front.
You ain't gonna pat.
It's the patio right out there. You can post up on the patio.
No, bro. We're gonna leave the front door open.
I'm gonna tell you this, dog. I don't know what the fucking untrustworthy going on. Man, I got cameras everywhere in this bitch. I don't play none of them game nigga shit. My bitch needs to be glad I ain't got no microphones. I don't know, man. I'm low key like the government, man. I don't trust nothing and nobody type shit. in the government, nigga, how they got microphones and shit. They know everything that we talk about. They reading through every text. I got my bitch like phone password type shit. I really leave my thumbprint on that shit, and I don't even go through a phone. I don't care to go through a phone, but I have access to it. If you see what I'm saying. Like at any moment in time, if I want to, I can know what the fuck is going on. Type shit. Man, I'm not playing no game with nobody. I don't care. On top of that, I don't have to serve you. In a sense, like a nigga don't have to come. Shit, motherfucker don't want to get patted down if they don't want to be on camera and shit. Motherfucker don't, man. I don't know. I done had bitches in the or night bitch like people come in basically asking why I got guns and shit like that sitting on the like nervous to come buy weed from me. Like I'm feeling like nigga, it's the same thing it's always been. Sometimes you just don't see the guns. I mean, I don't know.
But sometimes you see the guns.
I mean, shit, you get what you get, but shit, you gonna give it. I mean, it's the same. What's it called every time? But no, I mean, in a sense though, that's just customer service. Like I do feel like you took that situation personal, and you didn't really think about basically like how many people. Man, I'm gonna tell you this: if you would have walked in there and hit that bitch with a good morning, how are you doing? You have a beautiful smile. Where'd you get those shoes from? And this.
Hey, I better not talk to no woman like that.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Boy, you know who my wife is, boy.
I already know, and I already know, and I'm not gonna go there. I'm just saying in general type shit. Like, I'm just saying in general, in a sense, like, if you would have went in there and she might have been in a bad mood. It's like when you're in a bad mood and somebody walks up to you and you have to deal with somebody type shit. You're not finna deal with them in a happy mood. Like they're finna understand your feelings and your mood at the time type shit. So if you're in a bad mood and I walk up to you and I don't say nothing to put you, I'm like, man, what's good? What's good? I love you, man. Put like making a joke to put a smile on your face type shit. How basically if she's in a bad mood and I don't walk up trying to put her into a bit, like I'm just like, all right, bitch, do your job and get me the fuck out of here type shit. Like she's gonna do it like, man, what the like I'm not expecting no professionalism, I'm not expecting no smile, I'm not expecting none of that, if you see what I'm saying. Like, yeah. I'm expecting to get what I'm giving. If I'm not walking up and giving her no motherfucking life and no animation, I don't expect that bitch to give me no smile and no thank you for coming and no this and this and this. I expect to get a motherfucker, get the fuck out of my. If I go in there, man, sign my paperwork, give me my shit so I can leave. I expect to here's your motherfucking paperwork, get the fuck out the office and try not to come back. And that's just facts. That's how I mean, I don't, and that's what I'm saying as far as. Maybe like you taking it personal, not looking at it in a sense as the way that you went into the office. Like you gotta have a perception in a sense. Like when I walk in and you felt like she was moving fun, like you felt like she had a bad attitude to begin with. Did you do anything? Yeah. Did not, and it's not your job, but the fact that you have the ability. I can say anything. Oh, I like your shoes. What it like? Nah, man, I don't even have to like the shoe. I swear to God, I be telling bitches at the gas station, the crackhead bitches that work at the gas station with no teeth. The bitch has no teeth. You have a beautiful smile. I don't even have to believe the shit. It's making her day better. She puts that nasty ass little no teeth smile up type shit, and she's had like she's been having a bad day all day. I don't know, man.
She probably had a bad day because her teeth look like that shit.
Exactly. And I made her motherfucking day better just by telling her shit. Like, I mean, she put a smile on her. Man, thank you for coming. Like, should I go in there? I don't get ID no more. If you should like, man, it's a symbiotic relationship. We both happy. I don't know. And then that's just that one situation as far as I feel like in that situation, you could have looked at it from her perspective too.
Yeah.
Because okay, if you was in a bad mood and somebody walks up trying to talk to you, and you handle them the way that she handled you, and then they handle you the way that you handled her, you're gonna flash the fuck out and you going back to the penitentiary. So what if she was a real bitch, and what if she's a real hood bitch and she would have been in there and y'all would have been scrapping? Not that you would have won or lost the fight type shit, but like she didn't even really disrespect you. She just didn't respect you. And then you went off and disrespected her. What if she was a real one and went all the way ham type shit? And you in there like you not even seeing her side of it type shit. She's in there just like, man, I don't feel like this today. Like you said, shit, she might be on a motherfucking period type shit. I mean, shit, you don't know what the fuck is going on. And the fact in the sense that like you didn't think about it, that's what made you react the way you did. Like, man, I don't like da 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 da. If you would have
Yeah,
been
it
in
was.
there and seen her, like, man, that just while she's filling out the paperwork, I'd have been like, damn, man, what can I say to this bitch to make her smile or put her in a good mood or whatever? I swear to like that's the type of shit I be doing. What can I say to this big nasty bitch at the gas station? You have a beautiful smile. I don't know what else to say. For real. I'll be looking in disgust, like, man, can I get my cars and shit? I fuck around and pay. Man, you have beautiful. Fuck around as I say the shit. She's smiling. I fuck around, put a lighter in my pocket. Man, it's a quick finesse.
Boy, you out of here.
I mean,
No
shit,
cap.
she's smiling. Shit, I done took her mind off or whatever the fuck bullshit type shit. Her mind's in the clouds. She ain't thinking about me pocketing this little lighter.
Shit, I pocketed a whole bunch of shit.
That's what I'm saying. And you go up to that counter and you get that bitch a compliment, I promise you, she not even gonna care. She be like, man, I be pocketing shit too. We gonna get off of that though. Fuck the personal questions. But nah, for real though, in a sense, I'm telling you, man, it's just shit to think about type shit. Like, man, I'll be ready to. What's on this? Okay.
My bad, man.
I'm gonna tell you this. I want you to give advice to somebody that would be in your position, because, like you said, you'll fuck around and play a game, and all 3 quarters you'll give it your all and shit like that, and in the 4th quarter you'll give up. What this next question is, it's under the advice tab. What would you say to somebody who's been grinding? Like, I mean, putting in the work and doing everything. I mean, doing everything right. Like motherfucking Russell Westbrook be hitting goddamn 60 points and they still lose type shit. What would you say to somebody who's been doing everything right for 3 quarters? And they haven't been getting the results that they wanted. So like the niggas been putting in all the work for 3 quarters and you're still losing. What would be your motherfucking 4th quarter break halftime speech or whatever? What would you say to the people that's like, I'm about to get a fuck up? What would you say to yourself? How you gonna boost yourself up?
Today or like Trouble Man time?
We can do both. Let me hear Trouble Man time, and then I want to hear you build on it. What have you learned type shit since then? So what would you do back in the day? What would you say to them when they about to give up?
I say, fuck it, let's forfeit this hoe. Let's walk out, go back to the damn locker room, celebrate real quick, go to this club. Fuck it, throw some money or something. Fuck it, we already lost. Fuck it.
Nah, I feel it.
That's what I would say then. But now, I would say like, I'd give words of encouragement. Saying even though I still, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, I'm still learning. So I would tell everybody, say, look, man, we still got it. You know what I'm saying? We still moving, we still pushing, man. It ain't over with. We still got 15 more minutes of this shit. We only down by 15, 20. Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Let's keep going, bro. I think it would be as like now, like I would consider myself a leader. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, even though good or bad shit that I do, like a lot of people still like semi look up to me, bro. Like I got a voice. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm already knowing. They be doing me the same way. That's why I feel like I can't fuck up. I feel it.
So like now that I know that, and like I know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, but like yeah, I would give words of encouragement and tell people like, look, it ain't over with, man. Like look at where we came. Look at where we came from. You know what I'm saying? Like we came from some bullshit, from shit to sugar, nigga. For real.
Nah, for real. He said from shit to sugar. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, you giving them advice. What would you do? What would you do right now? Shit, I bet, man. I told you, nigga, we gotta go hoop right now at motherfucking 2:00 in the morning. For it's some niggas betting me $1,000 type shit. You gotta put on some sweats, put on the hoodie, nigga. Let's go beat these niggas. They betting me 1,000. They talking shit. They say they can beat me, and we playing best 2 out of 3. And shit, they win the first one. I ain't gonna lie to you. You win the first one out of a 2 out of a 3. You might have it. I don't even care no. Nigga, I gotta win 2 games now. Come for real. Unless we do some magical shit that second one, nigga.
Unless we sub in LeBron or something like, hey,
that's what I'm saying. I ain't got the third one in. But
we
what
call
you gonna
goddamn,
do?
we call
What you
Russell
gonna do
Westbrook.
if
Hey,
they win the
look,
first one?
shit.
We giving up. You gonna be like, fuck it, man. Let's just go home. Let's go and give them their bread. Let's just go home.
No, like we still got another shot though. We got to play one more. You know what I'm saying? Off of the first game, you would realize and understand what you need to do. Okay, look, let me guard this man. You guard this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because before it wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't working out. Whatever wasn't
Man,
working out,
we gotta strategize. He said we gotta huddle up. I'm dead.
And see, look, I be playing the 2K. I be on 2K, and I tell niggas like, you know, they be trying to hoop on there and ball hog and keep the ball and shoot the ball and shit to get their points up and to build their player and shit. But I be telling them like on the mic, like, look, man, y'all can't play like that. We're not gonna win like this, bro. You gotta move the ball. You gotta block it. You gotta guard. You gotta do all that shit. So
You gotta
once
play
I
the
start
whole
talking,
game type shit.
hell yeah. And once I start like talking to them and like getting them to understand, like they start passing the ball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we win. You feel what I'm saying? So
I fuck with that. I fuck with
it's all
that.
about communication, man. Communication.
I'm gonna tell you this. What's interesting? I feel like you have the fact that you say something. I feel like you most definitely do have the leader in you. I feel like we gotta tune you up though. In a sense, like you said, I mean, like as far as the trouble man times and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I low key, I feel like I'm schizophrenic. I feel like I have multiple personalities in me type shit only because basically your trouble man side I call Murphy. That Murphy be talking to me, man. Somebody say something, they gonna see the wrong Murphy. And shit, Michael is the nigga that goes out into the world wanting to do good type shit, like, and man, shit, it damn near like the angel and demon on your shoulder type shit, like, oh man, like, and I'm gonna tell you this, but they say this: it's 2 wolves that live in everybody. Depending on which wolf that you feed the most, is the one that you become. So if you can, I mean, you in the half life of your book or whatever the fuck right now, and like you said, you for the most part done fed the trouble man side of the bad side. You done fed the bad wolf. Basically, the one that you continue trying, and on top of that, the fact that you done fed that wolf so much, it's gonna take you so much more and so many more feedings to the good wolf and to doing the positive shit type shit, like, in a sense, and that's I don't know. I wouldn't say that you are the bad wolf. I say you got the bad wolf in you. And once you make them like now that you're conscious of the wolf, because back in the day you wasn't really conscious of trouble man shit. You was out here lost, just shit. You was just the wolf. Like you might have been the bad wolf at that point type shit. Mm-hmm. And now that you're conscious of the type shit for real, man, I feel like it's a good thing type shit to be conscious of. And shit, just understand, man, shit, you now have the choice. If you want to continue feeding the bad wolf type shit, you know that you're feeding it type shit. Other than that, man, that's how I feel type shit. So I know with the bad decisions, I know it's going to come with them. I know everything. I see it. It's kind of like, man, I swear, you was sitting in that office today and you know, man, I could really tear this bitch the fuck up and go right back to jail. And you was like, nah, I ain't even finna do that. Fuck this goddamn job, fuck this paperwork and left type shit. Like,
I'm gone. I started walking like a motherfucker.
Fuck the bullshit. I'm already knowing.
Well, I got to get away from here.
You said if you was in the 4th quarter, we was going to the 4th quarter, you gonna tell them keep that motherfucking head up. There's time left. You see the clock. You see the clock. He said, I'm a Tom Brady something.
No, for real.
He said, I don't care what we down. You see the clock.
Man, Tom the Bomb Bro Brady, man.
All right. This is a social question. And I got quite a few different in a sense, avenues to really go into this. But in a sense, it's low-key social and personal. First question, are you a social person? Are you social?
Very.
Would you say that you're social? would you say that you're sociable? And would the people that you have come in contact with say that you are sociable? Like in a sense, like, do you get along with people good? Or and with people that you've been around to say that you are yeah, man, Murphy's he is whatever. He's like that type shit.
Well, it depends. It depends a lot on when they, like, what moment they caught me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was like, say I was chilling with like two friends or something, and they've never seen me like really react to a situation that like an aggressive situation type thing. You know what I'm saying? So like they would see me as like the people that I went to that situation with, they'd see me as like, oh, Tyler cool, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a good
Friend.
nigga, this and that, yeah. But if they see me get like that, then like the person that I got into it with that I didn't know would see me as like, oh, this nigga right here, like he's crazy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I said, it just depends on really what situation they saw me in. But a lot of people would say that I'm social. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good nigga, but I'm just crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So they'd rock with it. Some people do, some people don't, but that's just what we live through nowadays.
Second social question: have you ever been peer pressured?
Everybody has.
Um,
I seem like everybody has.
Most definitely. I mean, I feel like everybody has. I mean, shit. Everybody following and looking. I mean, look. It's kind of like they say in the sense nature and nurture. I feel like as far as nature goes, it's not too much in a sense like in a sense kind of like we're gonna be the way that dad was regardless in a sense. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's no way for us to get that out of us type shit. But then also, I mean, when you get into the world, like shit, you're going basically whatever
Hey,
little trace that we have that he has is gonna be peaked and tweaked and whatever the fuck by this motherfucking world type shit. Like, I mean, uh, okay, so from the people that you were peer pressured by, okay, I'm gonna say this in a sense, basically, because it's asking a person, but not even on speaking on no names. Just how did you deal with that relationship? Did you social distance yourself from it? Was it a positive or negative? Well, I'm gonna say peer pressure because also peer pressure can be positive and negative type shit. Like you can get in contact with a motherfucking mentor, and the mentor put some, I mean, shit, I mean, give you the game type shit, or shit, you can get with a fucking goof troop, and he's gonna give you some bullshit. Um, so this is more, I guess I'm gonna say this. You can choose positive or negative type of peer pressure as far as like a specific person. And was it positive or negative? How is the relationship now? And if it was negative, did you distance yourself from it?
um, I would say the peer pressure it's very negative. You know what I'm saying? Um, and have I distanced myself from it? Absolutely, yeah. Like I feel like I kicked that. So I believe my peer pressure was, you know what I'm saying, drugs and a lot
I'm gonna
and
tell you this though. Okay, I'm not gonna say that the peer pressure was drugs. I'm gonna say that the focus was drugs. I'm gonna say that the peer pressure because when I say peer pressure, I want to focus on the peer. Nigga, I'm speaking to the person like it's the same way. Like shit, if you came over here like shit and got around me and started trying to do some coke or some shit like that type shit, like I'm gonna tell you no. Like I don't fuck with it. Damn, I mean honestly, damn near you gonna have to move around from me type shit. Like I don't even want to watch you deal with like none of that. Unless nigga, we just won the Super Bowl and we going to the club and it's some shit like that, nigga. It ain't finna be just no. We finna sit up and do that. Not on no birthdays, if you see what I'm saying. So I'm gonna say I see it more as it's a particular person that brought this shit to you. Like in a sense, like I was talking about in a sense with the mentors and how peer pressure could be positive. It could have been a peer that brought something positive to you as far as the studio. Like, man, fuck that shit. Let's go do this. And fuck, like, man, whatever the fuck it is type shit. Or not even fuck that, but like, I got this for you instead of that type shit. Like, nigga, like, let's go skate or whatever the fuck it is type shit. So I'm not gonna say the drugs was I'm gonna say that particular person. How did you deal with those people? And it's like where are those relationships at now, basically? And how did you eventually like come to understand it was a negative relationship, and how'd you deal with it?
I would say man. I mean, there's been a lot of situations, a lot of peers that have
I'm already knowing.
a lot of peers that have, you know what I'm saying, been an influence in good and bad in the past. The bad, it's been more like it's caused a lot of damage in my life. It's caused me to be in and out of jail all the time. It's caused me, you know, the struggle. The good is still got people on my team that are telling me, hey, look, you should do this. Like, you shouldn't be doing that shit. Like, get off that shit. Do this, be positive. Just like, you know, you my little bro, you tell me the same shit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you one of the peers that have been a very positive influence on me. I know we've been distant lately, and it's because I'm always in jail, you know what I'm saying? But I always try to reach out to y'all as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad, look. And for those that watch this video, this is the real Murphy show, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's been on, no, for real. Everybody that's been on this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Cool, I salute y'all, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is the real deal Holyfield Murphy show going on right now. Those of y'all that's tuned in now and that's going to tune in later on, man, just know this is the real Murphy bloodline.
I'm gonna tell you this: we got some wild ass cousins to get on this bitch one of these days too. We gonna be, but nah, this really is the real.
The real deal, man.
But no, I feel that in a sense. I'm gonna tell you, okay. So for anybody that has those negative peer pressures, how would you tell them to deal with that relationship? I mean, because you said it's been a lot, and it's been a lot of different ways type shit, in the sense that you've either dealt with it or the relationships have ended or whatever the fuck it is. How would you tell somebody right now that's in that situation with bad peers type shit, like motherfuckers that's harassing me, that want me to come do something, like if you see what I'm saying, like what you gonna tell somebody?
That it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. It's not gonna get you nowhere. You're gonna stay stuck in the same spot that you was before you started. Like, at the moment that you first dabbed into whatever influence and peer pressure it was, it's not gonna stop unless you stop. You know what I'm saying? So like, you gotta be you determine your destiny. You know what I'm saying? You determine the world around you, the people around you. You dictate. You are your own dictator, bro. You can choose whether or not to be sober. You can choose whether or not to be positive, to be a failure, you can be whatever you want to be. But as long as if it's not in your mind to be positive, then you ain't never going to get out of whatever it is you're doing, bro.
No, for real.
Preach.
I'm going to tell you this, man, really what I feel like it is, in a sense, it's the focus. I mean, it's kind of like how you said that about shit, like you now addicted to the sunflower seeds and shit like that. I'm in nah, for real.
Hey,
and I'm
look,
gonna tell
no
you this
cap.
though.
Hey, I got a bag on me right now, little bro.
I'm dead.
No, for real.
I'm gonna tell you this though, something serious. Like, Kevin Gates said something about it, and it honestly made me think about it. And he was like, basically, you got to turn the positive or the negative, the bad habits into good habits. And the same, like, I can't tell nobody how to do that. I can't even really say if the sunflower seeds is a positive. I mean, it's a positive habit for you because it helped you stop the negative habits, if you see what I'm saying. But I mean, I can't tell no one individual like this what you got to do and go do this. It's on, like, just for the shit the people watching type, man. It's for everybody. Like man, you got to go find whatever it is that you want to do and reverse these habits and figure out how you gonna do it. Something I do honestly to stop smoking blacks and cigarettes and shit like that, instead of smoking a black, I just roll me a little joint. Like instead of a full sweet that's gonna get me ass out high type shit, I just roll me a little joint. I mean, damn near same length, the same time it'll take me to smoke a cigarette type shit. On the shit. Other than, I mean, honestly, also I say in a lot of my music, smoking weed and really smoking cigarettes and shit like that has to be my favorite pastime. Only because the only reason I really do it is to pass the fucking time. Like, if my mind is focused on something else, like when you're playing football, you're playing basketball type shit. In between the games, you don't like you might go smoke a cigarette if you don't get picked up type shit. If y'all lose and you might go smoke a cigarette. But while you're in the middle of that motherfucking action and while you doing what you do and shit, if you're good at not even making music type, if you're in the studio, if man, I mean like what the same focus that I could apply to rolling up a joint, and I'm the best. I'm the best roller. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Anybody could watch.
Man, stop it.
I don't play them games. I roll.
Michael.
Mike. I'm not even gonna entertain it.
Michael Murphy.
I'm the best roller in the world. There's videos. You can find me on YouTube, bro.
Hey, look, check this out. Hey, look, y'all. Hey, we gonna have a joint / blunt rolling competition.
We can do all that.
That's gonna be our next. Hey, that's gonna be the next show, man. That's gonna be the next show.
I'm with all that. But nah, in a sense, man, the same focus that I spend, I'm telling, and I say this because, and you're sitting there saying that, I'm gonna tell you this, and something, just a thought for you. The focus that you spend when you sit there and try to pack the weed in there and roll and whatever, man, that the thought and energy, and I'm talking about, man, precision that you put into that, if you put that into some positive, if you put that into a positive habit, if you put that into something good into the world, your life would fucking change. In a sense, like that's man, you wouldn't even be worried about smoking if you was putting that focus and that thought into getting better at basketball. Like you said, if we lose the first game, you're gonna smoke. I mean, you're like I would probably do the same thing. Nigga, you like a cigarette, I'm gonna hit that bitch too. But we'll probably smoke a cigarette in between the first and the second game, sitting there trying to strategize, like, nigga, how we gonna beat these niggas? And we gonna be smoking a cigarette as we're sitting there puffing. If we would have spent that time that we pulled out the cigarette, lit the cigarette, smoked the cigarette, sitting there motherfucking trying to analyze why we just lost, I feel like we could win. But it's the focus. It's the focus in the sense that people don't have type shit. But most definitely in the sense, like for the bad habits and shit like that, I would most definitely in the sense, like you said, it's not worth it type shit, and it's not. Because it's not really what you want to do. It's people that say I want a cigarette, but say that I don't want to smoke cigarettes. If you see what I'm saying, like let me see something else. Let me see. Social, okay. Peers, how'd you distance yourself? Leave them the fuck alone. Do you bring value to your friendships?
Oh shit! I just fucked up on the Murphy show. I'm sorry. My bad.
He said I just fucked up. Do you bring value to your friendships?
Not the value that I should. As far like, I say that I have friends. I really don't have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I have associates. So like, the value that I bring to them, like the benefits that I bring to them is they call me whenever they need me. You know what I'm saying? And also I call them whenever I need them. First, they call me desperate times, like they need a motherfucking, like they need a goddamn bodyguard or something. You know what I'm saying? So like they'll call me and be like, hey, I'm coming to scoop you up. Like we need to go do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to go handle this real quick. Like, that's the values that I give to them. So, like, it's not, like I said, I really don't have friends. I just got associates. So,
Okay. Time out. I'm going to say this. I feel like that you do bring value, and that's the value that you bring. and you said you don't bring the value like you should. First question is why? Like, why aren't you bringing? Okay, no. First question is gonna be, what is the value that you believe that you should bring to somebody, and then why don't you do it?
I mean, if it is a value, like I would consider it like loyal. You know what I'm saying? I'm very loyal to like the people around me.
Hold on, real quick. I don't want this damn air conditioner on. It's a little chilly.
Hey, my phone got 10% too, y'all.
Yeah, my phone is going to try. I'm sitting here looking at it. Now we about to get off. But okay, so you said you don't bring the value that you should, but loyalty is one. I'm gonna tell you, I mean, loyalty is one. I'm gonna tell you this and how I think about it. And I was telling Megan the other day.
If y'all ain't know, Megan is our sister, bro. If y'all ain't know, Megan is our sister.
Oh shit, I'm sure with fucking face. Anybody watching this on YouTube probably already knows if they're watching the other videos. But in a sense, I was telling her the other day, man, there's two types of people in this world. It's producers and consumers. And the value that I see is kind of like, man, the same value that you would bring to a job. I feel like a friendship is low-key a job. In a sense.
Thank you, though.
I feel like a friendship is.
All right, we here. My bad.
All right. But no, I was saying in a sense, I feel like the value that you bring to a friendship is the same value I feel like you should bring to a job. Or in a sense, the same value that you would bring to a job. So in a sense, it's like, how would I say it? I'm not going to say, okay, loyal, like you said, loyalty. I'm going to say loyal to the job. In a sense, like, I'm not going to bullshit and work this job for just a couple of weeks just to go work somewhere else type shit. I'm loyal to being here and participating in the values. Dedicating, like being dedicated to the job type shit. I feel like as far as a friendship goes, you should be dedicated in a sense to like the same way I told you. I'm going to tell you this. How you said that you have negative peers and negative peer pressures. If any of my friends ever brought any of their negative peers in a sense to my face, like I'd probably beat their ass type shit. Like ain't no like I'm not finna sit around no nigga that's sitting there trying to offer like drugs to one of my little brothers, if you see what I'm saying, type shit. Like I just said at parties and a nigga walked up and just because I guess he thinks that I'm cool, or maybe he smells the weed that I'm smoking, he wants to hit. So he's talking about, man, I got some coke in my pocket if you want to da. And I mean, I'm telling you, I almost went the fuck off. Like in the middle, I mean, get the fuck away from me. Like I'm gonna beat the fuck, like really talk bad to him because I didn't know what he was asking, and he low key went around like my whole little group sitting there like, hey, I got some of this type shit, and I'm sitting there wondering what the fuck he's talking about because the music's loud. I'm just watching him. And shit, the nigga gets to me and he says the same shit, and I'm saying, I damn near wig the fuck out. For real, man. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like that's the dedication, that's the loyalty as far as like I'm not gonna let nobody come fuck with my job. If you see it the same way, I'm not finna let nobody come fuck. Like I'm not, and it's a business though. I'm not finna let nobody come fuck with the business that pays me and that I got this contract and understanding with. I look at the fucking friendship as the same way. I mean, it's a business. We have like an understanding. Like these are the morals and values and principles and pillars that you stand on as a person type shit. Shit, if I stand on the same principle, we can be friends type shit. On top of that, we can build other businesses to the side and really make some fucking money. Like,
yes, sir.
In a sense, you got to think about it like, so if I had the Murphy Show, you could do the Murphy Show 2.0. Like, fuck his little bitch ass Murphy Show. I'm Murphy Show 2.0. We could come together and do a Murphy Show 3.0 And I could do my personal Murphy show. You can do your personal Murphy show 2.0. We could come together and do a Murphy show 3.0. And basically, like, on our individual Murphy shows, we could talk shit about each other and then come on this Murphy show, like Murphy show 3.0, and like make money off the combination. Like you get paid by yourself individually. Like you're fucking like a star out here. I'm a star out here by myself individually. If we come together, we done really made some goddamn money. It's a friendship, it's a relationship, it's a business. If you see what I'm saying, type shit. Like, I don't know. Okay, but you said you don't bring the value. So why do you not bring the value that you should?
Really, because the people that are my associates are like negative influences. So it's like I feel like now, like I should have. I mean, I give my all in as far as like loyalty. Like I won't never like do nothing wrong to them or like do them wrong or anything like that. I just feel like I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on myself. So like it's like I can't give somebody else. I can't give somebody something that I don't even have.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You dig what I'm saying? So like that's really why it's at that point at this moment in time. But as soon as I do get to the point that I'm at to where I can give positive, like positive friendship, shit like that, then like, you know what I'm saying, it will happen like that. But until then, like, it's just gonna stay the way that it is because, like I said, they're negative influences. So I try to keep the bar low with them, as far as like letting them know anything really personal about me and shit like that, or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you some advice because honestly, that was really damn near the last question. But I'm gonna give you some advice with that. You said that as far as being peer pressured in a negative way earlier, stay away from it, and it's not worth it. That's personally shit how I feel. That's how you feel. If you know that those are bad friends and or not even, I mean, they're negative influences. I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like that's the same thing as a negative peer pressure type shit. I feel like that's one of the people shit that you got to stay the fuck away from. It's not worth it.
yeah.
Another thing, you said that you're still working on you. I can't, in a sense, kind of like you said, like, to work on yourself. I feel like the same thing that you would give to a friend, you have to first learn to give to yourself, and that's where the advice comes from. So, like we was just talking about with the loyalty and dedication, you have to figure out what it is that you want to do. In a sense, like in this world, as far, I mean, shit, tomorrow. That's why I've been told you about the vision board type shit. Honestly, I think I got on here. I'll show the world the vision board real quick.
Dry erase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't touched it in like a week type shit. But shit, I mean, damn near everything on that bitch is completed in a sense. But in a sense, you gotta work and figure out what the fuck you want to do, and then focus on. I mean, be loyal and dedicated and motherfucking. I mean, committed and understand your pillars and resources. Shit, like, I mean, basically build your business. Build yourself the same way, like when you go to a job, like that's really in a sense what the Murphy Show is type shit. Like it's just one of the pillars. If you see, I mean, like one of the pillars of me in a sense. But I would say work on you and work on building like before you even answer the phone for them again. Like dog, like I'm not even completely myself right now. I can't deal with you. If you see what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I do a lot, man. I'm gonna tell you that, man. You gotta learn how to say no. I could say no to anybody. I mean, no is a very. If a bitch walked up to you right now trying to fuck with you, you gonna tell her no. If a crackhead at the store asks you for something, you gonna tell him no. If a motherfucking if a nigga or a bitch call my phone asking me for some money, I'm gonna tell them no. Nigga, if a nigga asks me to pull up and whatever the fuck it is, I'm gonna tell him no. I'm telling you right now, man. I ain't got time. I'm telling you, man, I ain't got time for nobody. If it's not on, the business and whatever the fuck it is that I'm working that I'm trying. Like if it's not a part of my business, it ain't my business. It's 100% the way that I see it. But the last question, honestly, no, it really was about the last question, and it's because you already said what value you could bring and shit like that or whatever it is. But no, in a sense, man, for real, like I feel like this was a really good show. I feel like people could learn a lot, and in a sense, even asking themselves some of the questions that I've asked, and like I mean, just learning from in the situation. On top of that, this ain't even finna be the last show with both of us on here type shit. So
That's crazy, right?
So we really just building type shit. This is Murphy 1.0 right now. We gonna give you 1.1 here pretty soon.
Episode 1, man.
Yeah, damn near. But nah, for real, I do feel like, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. Really, and everybody that watches this bitch, man, reflect on it, man. Reflect on yourself. In a sense, man, this world, like we was talking about earlier, type shit, man. We're still learning, man. We're still growing, man. Ain't no, as long as you still breathing, man. Until they check, until they check your ass out of there, nigga, you better not stop. Don't get up, nigga. You in the fourth quarter, nigga. Until that motherfucking clock stops beating, I'm telling you right now, you better go for what the fuck you want in this world. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. I don't care about no haters, no critics, man. You can call me what you want. I know what I am, and I'm gonna be what the fuck I want to be, and whatever the fuck I want to be, man.
Yes,
man,
sir.
Go ahead, give me your outro, man. Tell them one more time who you are, man. What you stand for, where you coming from, and that you gonna be back.
Man, look, it's Tyler Murphy, man, aka JR, man, Junior. You know, Murphy Jr. You know what I'm saying? The big bro.
The big Murphy.
And the big bro, and this is the Murphy Show. Hey,
this is the Murphy Show, man.
Hey, the Murphy Show.
Looking at it, man. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for joining me. Peace and blessings to you, family.
Already.
I feel ashamed that I have to shame my mother like this. I feel hurt about it. I was raised in Mississippi in the South by my grandmother and my great-grandmother, and they always told me, protect my mother, to honor my mother, and never hurt my mother's feelings.
Where was your mother when you were being raised by your grandmother and great-grandmother?
She was in the military, sir.
Okay. How many years?
3
Okay.
3 to 5.